Welcome back, everybody. Today we're just going to do a little cutout road here up in the mountains here. Now we're coming off 48. If you remember the last video there, we were stopped there in Davis on 48, and this is just a few miles down the road here, right off 48, where the windmills are. You can see the windmills there. It's called Sugarlands Rd. Now this is just a little mountain 1.5 lane road that cuts all the way down and goes into St.George down here. It's not very long. You'll see down through here, and it turns into Holly Meadow Road. Right there is a stop sign, and it turns in and it comes out there in St. George. But it's a nice little road, and when you come right there and you go across the bridge there, that takes you to 72. Then you got 38 right there, and 72. It'll lead you up to like Rollsburg and stuff. And if you take 72 there, it'd be south, or towards the bottom of the map there. That'll take you back into Parsons and stuff, or you can take 38 over to Nestersville, Moatsville, Belington, over in the Philippi and stuff. So, but I wanted to cover this little road here because it's not a road that most people know or use. It's right here at the top of the mountain here as you cut off. Now I slowed this down here just for good reason, and it didn't come out as good as I wanted to because the picture's all digitally, but it clears up here in a second. You can see this road is not really suitable for a lot of things, but if there's like 1 or 2 or 3 bikes or something, you're all pretty good riders. It is a good ride. It's a cool little ride. It's something that if you ride up in the mountains a lot, it's something that I think everybody should take once. You know what I mean? It's got some pretty awesome views on it. There's a little waterfall on it too. I usually cut through this once or twice a year, and especially if I have the kids with me and stuff. Like if we're driving to the mountains, we'll go up this way here, like when we go to Black Waterfalls or something like that, just to get off the main road and everything like that. Now this side of the road here is about the only one that's got a double yellow line. Once we get down here and we'll drop off, it's not a real wide road. It may be a lane and a half through most of it, but this road is only like it depends on where you're going. If you're going out towards like Philippi or something, or up towards Rollsburg, it really does cut off a lot. I think so. But it's only like 9 miles long, takes about 16 minutes. But that's 16 minutes. I've traveled this road a bunch. If you've never run this road, take your time, because this road is full of washouts, where the creeks and stuff roll over the road. There's always something on this road. Plus, for as small as it is, it's a well-used road, which is quite surprising. But if you were riding if you got a big group, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, something like that, riding together, I probably wouldn't go down this road. If it's just you, or you and your buddy or something, it's awesome. But I would not ride this in a big group. You'll see why. I mean, going down through here, this road here, this is the road, so I don't know if I'd classify this. I mean, this is the kind of stuff you run into every time. I don't think I've ever been across this road clean. But you see how much room you have, and you see the ditch lines. This is not a road that, if you're not really, you don't watch, or you don't pay attention, or you're new, I don't know if I'd ride this road. They just cleaned this. They just took a grader and run all the way down through here. So them ditch lines fill up pretty fast, and you see right here, right there, all over the road, there's rock and mud and everything else. See, it's continuous down through here. Um, Sometimes a road like this is it really worth take a bike down. I don't know, but I mean, look at that. That's pretty awesome views right there. This here's probably the best view on the ride. You get down through here, and there's a little church down here. We'll stop at sometimes, and because usually by this time we've been on the bikes for a couple hours, one way or the other, wherever we're coming from. But to me, I like it, but not everybody likes riding kind of stuff like this. 2 lanes one thing, but you get down to stuff like this because you come around one of these turns, it doesn't take much for somebody to be on your side of the road, even though you're a bike. You're still, eating up some area. But for the most part, and like keep in mind, they just cleaned out off the hillsides. It would have been last year, so them ditch lines are probably going to be full. And there is a lot of washouts. Watch the turns. Turns is where they get you. Where gravel and mud across the road. So them things there, and I've made it a point before. Them things there is what puts a bike on the ground. So got to be careful with that. This little area right here, it's a nice little area to stop and take a break and get you a drink and hang out and stuff. But it really is cool. It's just one of those roads, man, that for the most part it's not really a rough road. There's certain spots to it here and there, but it's dirty. It's not rough. It's dirty, and like this area, once you get coming down into the valley here, you're going to have a lot more washout because this area gets a lot of water. So keep that in mind. I'm going to try to watch. I see this is all washout here and stuff, and that's at the bottom of the hill in a turn. So, but I mean, you really shouldn't be doing horribly fast down through here, anyways. And some of the people that come across this are them highfalutin skiers that just don't want to get their big 4-wheel drives into the gravel. So just be careful if you do take this road. This is not a novice road. It wouldn't be so bad, and like I didn't hit a lot of traffic on this ride. I hit some, but this is it. I'm telling you, for it being a small road, there's a lot of traffic on this road. Which is it's a good cutoff. You know what I mean? It's a good back road if you know it. Going back and forth between like Davis and Parsons or whatever, or not Parsons, but that general area. So, but yeah, there is a really cool waterfall right here. We usually stop at it. I did not, riding this out. This here was like the 7th hour or so of me being on this bike. So I wasn't. I want to go home. But yeah, you follow this creek down through here in a minute. I mean, if this was mowed back, which I do think they mow it a couple times a year, but I just hit it in the scruffy stage, I guess. But it's this is really nice. I don't know, I enjoy it. So, but much past that, we got that waterfall's up here somewhere. I don't know why. I look at it, you really can't see it on camera, but it's a general area. There's a little wide spot where you can pull off above it and below it there. So I think right here. Yeah. No. I think that's one of them. I think that was it. Anyways, it's not very hard to to miss there, especially if you're coming up the road. You can actually see it while you're driving, but you got to be kind of looking. But It's really cool. Like I said, you get on top of it and look down, and you can walk over and look at it. It's probably only about a 12-foot waterfall, but it's pretty cool. It's one of those things, place to stop at if you want to. Plus, like I said, there's a wide spot on top and bottom. So, but yeah, this road continues. Like I said, the blacktop itself is not really rough. It's mostly the just the washouts, and the road being narrow, so it doesn't help you at all, really. The run up here is where it changes from Sugarland to whatever, something Meadow or something like Holly Meadow. There's a stop sign there, obviously. But yeah, the road widens back out right here, and it gets a little less dangerous. Um, Now, that's not saying that tourists don't run you over, um, but just keep your head on a swivel if you're riding this road. But there's ditch lines and stuff out through here where um, are pretty questionable themselves. So yeah, like I said, this whole road here, you got to be paying attention. But like I said, I think everybody that rides in that area should at least try to go across that road right there once. Uh, it's as you can see, the camera doesn't do the top of the hill justice. Um, it is very, very nice up there. Uh, and you can obviously see a lot more and a lot better through the camera. This one here, what I was still running the old view, and it's terrible. I cannot wait to start getting out to new videos with the better view and stuff. Uh, I, I don't want to call it a fishbowl because it's not a fishbowl, but it's just way better. I mean, it looks like you're laying back on a bike more. You can see, the top, and it's almost like a rounded view. I don't know how to explain it, but obviously did them two videos. I think I did two videos with that view, and they were, you know what I mean. I felt like it was way better views. Uh, so, but it is what it is. Well, I think I got to go through some more stuff here. I got to see how I came home off of this ride because I was going to do 48 all the way across, and then I absolutely jumped off this road. Wasn't even thinking when I did it, and instead of mapping 48 all the way back to the and being done with it, no, I jumped off at 48 onto this road that day, so that's why I mapped this road. But this is a cool road if you're over in that area or ride that area a bunch. Don't know about this road. It's a cool little connecting road, and I don't know how much time it saves you, but I do know it does knock some mileage and stuff off. How much that is, I don't know, but like if you go all the way down 48 and stuff, or go into Parsons, then have to ride up this way, I know that's quite a bit more. So, um, yeah, just kind of keep that in mind. But yeah, is it worth riding every time? I don't know. I don't know. Plus, you get down here along the river. You ride along the river here for a little bit, not a great long time. I can't remember if there's any pull offs or anything down through here or not. I guess we're going to see. But then you come down in this little town of ST.George down here, and I mean it's always cool to see little places like that, or old places. I don't know which way would better describe some of that stuff. Yeah, I think that's where they either pick up the rafters or drop them off or something like that, because that was them people that take people floating and stuff. But yeah, you got some cool little things here. I wasn't really checking out the fields and the meadows here. Uh, I was pretty much watching what I was doing, but I wasn't meandering out there a bunch. Yeah, it turns into a little farmy area, then like a really, really small town right down here. So, but yeah, like I said, there's some views right there that are pretty gorgeous, but I didn't capture them well on this camera. Um, this view, and I wasn't really looking hard. Um, like I said, um, I was trying to make time plus get on down the road here, so and not die. Because you gotta, like I said, if you do ride this road, just be under caution. I mean, you've seen how bad the washouts and everything was. But I'm telling you, this was an easy day on traffic. Every time I'm through there, it usually takes, I don't know, 5 to 8, maybe 10 minutes longer. Because, if you're in a car, you got to keep pulling off the side of the road and, passing and stuff like that. And everything I drive is a bigger vehicle, so obviously you can't pass people. I mean, I don't drive Festiva or anything. So, but this little area right here, this is St.George right here, and I've always that house always just like kills me. It see it in person, it's real weird because it seems awful narrow for as big as it is. I don't know. It's just a weird looking house, but yeah, this is. I don't know. I hate going on about this, but this is like a cool little road. Now, um, if you know this road, comment, and say, yeah, I've been across that or whatever. But we got some more stuff coming out soon. I don't think it's going to be very soon, but we got some more stuff coming out. I had some health issues recently, so I'm not able to really be on the bike for a while, which is absolutely killing me. I apologize for that, but we're going to get some videos out one way or the other. I think I got at least one or two left. I don't know that for sure, but we'll go through that. But the channel's doing good. We get decent views. I don't know. So. But we'll get some more out. What it'll be, I don't know. But you guys be safe out there and enjoy your riding.